blessed, people. I'm so excited for today's video because we are hyping you up today, okay? We are talking about self-concept, self-confidence, and I literally just want to hype you guys up as much as possible because when you are operating from high self-worth, everything else falls into place. Literally nothing good comes from shitting on yourself. Nothing good comes from shitting on yourself. The only thing that comes from it is you end up hurting other people because you're insecure as fuck. And then you find the insecurities and the flaws in other people, and then you say it to them because you want to feel better about yourself, and then you ruin their day. No, we're not doing that. We are raising our self-concept and self-worth and self-confidence, and then also lifting up other people because that's who you are. You are a good person that wants to see other people win. Okay, so yeah, I want to talk about self-concept because this is something that I've been really trying to fucking learn and strengthen. And the more that I learn it, the more that I 666 on that fucking license plate. And no, it is not a evil number. I think 666, from what I've seen, it means connecting to your... I don't know what the angel numbers mean. I've seen that it means getting more in touch with your spirituality, but when I see angel numbers, I just see it as a confirmation for what I'm thinking or saying. So we're just gonna take it as that. So yeah, what I was saying was, the more I've gotten into self-concept and working on my self-worth and love for myself, only good things have come from it. It doesn't make you this egotistical monster that people act like you're gonna become if you compliment yourself or show yourself love. And I don't know why this narrative has been spun, because everybody views it that way. I'm convinced that everybody views it as bad to love yourself. I need to turn the fan down, it's too loud. It's stressing me out. It's overstimulating me. Yeah, so I guarantee you guys grew up in families where they just all picked on each other, and I find that so crazy because your own family, but it's so normalized. It is. Think back in your family, and I pray to God you don't have a family like this, but from what I've seen, most people do. Most people do grow up in families where it's just natural to poke fun at each other and okay, poking fun is one thing. You can have banter and joke around, but I don't understand the whole concept of pointing out people's flaws, especially physical things. I've never understood that. And I remember my dad's side of the family is really bad for this, and I always hated being around them because they were constantly pointing out things and trying to embarrass you or make you feel less than. And oh, sorry about that. For them, it was really big on appearance and then also intelligence. It always felt like they had to be more intelligent than each other, and there was always this competition. And I've noticed that this in other families is there's so much competition between each other, especially siblings. And honestly, I think it goes all the way to the parents showing favoritism, and then the siblings start turning on each other, and they just become so evil with each other. And me and my sister have never been like that, and that's the craziest thing. Me and my sister, we haven't always gotten along, obviously, and we still fight, but we've never been the type of siblings to compete with each other and try to one up each other and try to be better. I don't understand that. I don't. And our parents did sometimes try to do that, and we compared ourselves to each other, but it wasn't in a way where I would try to put her down or vice versa. It was more of just I would be oh, I wish I was more like this, but it wasn't I would take it out on her. So I don't understand that. But anyways, yes, going back to my dad's side of the family, I remember growing up, they would always point out things to make you just feel bad about yourself. I should probably use my own example, but for some reason my sister's example is coming to mind, so I hope that she's okay with me telling this. I'm sure she is. But I remember they used to, the aunts and stuff, they would point out acne on her face, and she would be 11 years old, or I remember them saying too that she had no boobs. Bro was 11 years old. You don't even have boobs at that age unless you're very developed. We all knew those girls that had boobs at 10, whatever, that's fine. But most of us didn't, okay? Most of us were not out here with full fucking double D's. We don't even have that now, okay? So anyways, 11 years old, they would be oh, you have acne on your face or whatever. And the way that those things stick in your mind, like, why as a child are you putting these insecurities in their mind that they shouldn't have to worry about? Why the fuck does an 11-year-old need to worry about having a pimple? What does it matter? What does it matter? Like, and I just find that so crazy, like, the whole idea of putting children down in the first place. I am so just like, oh my god, lift people up. And I feel like I see like the coolness in things, especially kids. Like, obviously I get annoyed by kids. I feel like there's a difference between getting annoyed by kids, but like seeing like the awe in them and stuff. And so like I see the awe in kids and I think they're magical and beautiful. And the fact that you would ever look at a kid and point out something on their appearance, and when their self-esteem is still fucking growing, that is literally insane to me. And like, it was things like that all the time. Like, just growing up, having them point out things, and a 333, bro, and having them just point out things, and this formed me and my sister's self-esteem. Like, I feel like me and my sister have struggled with self-esteem growing up because we didn't really have people pouring love into us. And I truly do believe, like, when I'm a parent, I'm gonna test this theory out, but I don't really need to test it because I just have a knowing that it's true. But I believe that if you pour so much love into a kid and really hype them up and make them like do affirmations and tell themselves like, I am beautiful and I am perfect the way I am, it's not that they'll become this self-inflated asshole. They will see so much amazing things in themselves that they will have no choice but to see that in others. I don't think people understand that the people that are walking around with these egos and thinking they're better than everyone, they don't have confidence. They are deeply insecure. The people that walk around thinking that, they are not these people that just are love and have so much love for themselves. No, people that do that are insecure. People that put others down and think that the sun shines out of their ass are insecure. Real people that have real confidence, they don't have to speak it all the time. Like, I don't know. I feel like speaking your confidence is okay. So like, I know I'm contradicting myself with that. Like, I feel like speaking your confidence is okay, but there's also like a frequency to it, and like the way that you say it, in which it can be obviously like condescending or cocky or whatever. But I feel like for the most part, if you're hyping yourself up and doing it in a way where like you're ultimately at the end seeing the good in others and wanting to lift them up too, then there is no harm in it. And also, I've talked about this before, but like, yes, only good things have come from me hyping myself up. I've done like when I was obsessed with a guy, I would write a list about things I love about myself, and it pulled my energy back in, and it made me focus on like why I'm actually special. Because the whole reason you get obsessed with somebody is you start placing like their opinion of your self-worth in their hands. And so the whole idea of like focusing back on yourself brings your self-worth back, and all it does is make you less obsessed, and it actually makes them chase you. As well as when you start working on your self-worth, good things start coming to you because you now believe that you're capable of doing it. I don't think people realize like the only thing standing in their way of doing anything is their own self-concept. If you don't believe that, like, okay, let me think of an example. Let's think about like models, okay? Models have always been told you have to be skinny to be a model. There would never be like plus size models, people showing like real bodies, if they never believed that they could be a model. You know what I mean? Like, they would never have even attempted to be a model if they never thought like, you know what, my body is worth something and it deserves to be seen. Like, they would have never done that. We would still only have really tiny models promoting like super skinny, unhealthy bodies, which like, I'm not saying like being skinny is unhealthy, but I'm saying like the model culture of like starving yourself, all of that is definitely unhealthy. And so this goes back to like when I was applying for this manager job too. I never thought I could be a manager until I worked on my self-concept, and then I was like, wait, I'm actually like a boss ass bitch. I have like leadership qualities. I'm very like I need to lead people. Why couldn't I be a manager? And it wasn't until I got into that mindset that I became a manager. And so this goes for everything in your life that you want. Literally, it all comes to self-concept. So I don't understand this whole like people saying like, oh, like if you think you're like you're cocky, and it's like, just because you're insecure, you're not gonna humble me. Like, I just don't understand the point in people wanting to humble other people. Because let's say like from their mindset, it would be like, oh well, I just think you sound like like a mean girl, or like I just think you sound like egotistical. I don't understand why though, because when I see other people and I'm hyping them up, like I don't see them that way unless they're actually a mean person. So it's like, if you're a good person, I cannot get into this lane, it's too snowy. If you are a mean person who is constantly hyping yourself up, yeah, you're probably gonna look like an asshole. But if like you're a good person that's helping people, always like trying to give advice, lift people up, what is the problem? I don't understand why people have a problem with you lifting yourself up. And the fact that they do see a problem in that means that they see something in you that like they need to knock down, because they see something in themselves that they need to knock down. You guys need to understand that whenever somebody puts you down, it is because there's something in themselves that they put down every day. Like, because I'm thinking to myself, whenever I've put somebody down, either in my mind or out loud, I was doing it because there was something about them that like made me feel like I don't like when I do that, or I feel uncomfortable doing that, or something about the way that they talk reminds me of when I annoy myself, like something about that, right? But I think about when I'm in a really good mood and just wanting and feeling really good about myself, the only thing that I want to do is lift other people up and make them see that about themselves too. So that's how I know that these people hate themselves, because whenever I'm feeling that way, I'm hating myself. And whenever I'm feeling good, I'm loving on other people. So I don't know, it's just crazy. It's just crazy that people walk around here though thinking like it's more acceptable to hate your, like it is, like I talked about this in the past video, loving yourself in a world full of people that hate themselves. It truly is, like everybody is operating on this mentality that is acceptable. It is acceptable to shit on yourself. And if you do, you're humble. You're humble if you put yourself down. Like, you don't want to hype yourself up. You don't want to sound like that. You need to humble yourself. It's like, why? I don't understand. Nothing good comes from it. All it does is make you shit on other people. Like, I genuinely need to understand why. And you know what it goes back to again? It goes back to their families shitting on them. Like, they learned this from people shitting on them and telling them, like, you can't ever think too greatly of yourself. Like, you need to do something realistic. Like, it goes down to, like, career, how you feel about yourself, everything. They tell you, like, don't think too big of yourself, because you can't do that. You have to do something realistic. You have to think smaller, and it's all coming down to their own, they don't think they could do it. And it's this whole, like, it goes back and back and back. It's this backwards ripple effect of everybody not believing in themselves, so they shit on you because they don't want, because, okay, if they don't believe they can do it and then they see you believing you can do it, that scares them, because that threatens their entire reality of what they know. That threatens their entire perception of life. Wait, that can be done, but I can't do it, so like it can't be done. So if you're sitting there saying that you can do it and you believe, and they're in a power dynamic over you, like say like parent to child, and they believe that they know more than you, they're going to tell you can't do it. And they start to shape your self-concept. And you guys need to break out of this. Stop letting other people's insecurities and negative mindsets rule your fucking life. You guys have to understand that your entire mindset has been given to you by your environment and the people around you. And if you don't take control of it, you will literally live a life that you don't fucking love, that you're not passionate about. You will go into a job that you're not using your skills and abilities. You will settle for relationships. Like, I don't want to live this life, and I don't want to see anybody else live that life, because that's all I see around me all the time is people just settling for mid bullshit. And I do it too. Like, I'm not shaming anybody, because I do this and I still do this, because these beliefs are, I don't want to say they're hard to break, because I believe anything is possible. And if you believe it's hard to break, then it will be hard to break. It's not that it's hard, it's that it takes consistency. And consistency isn't easy for all of us, because we want quick results, we want quick things, and convenience is more appealing to us as humans. So it takes consistency to break these cycles, but god damn it, I don't care. Like, I will spend the rest of my life if it means that I will break out of these mental patterns that my family gave to me, because I don't want someone else's insecurities. I don't want their lack of mindset about money. I don't want to have a poor mindset. I don't want to view myself that I deserve some shitty low effort guy. I don't want to view myself that I deserve some fucking shitty job where I hate, and I go in and just life is uninspiring. Like, why would I deserve that? Why do I not deserve to live every day happy and amazing and passionate and creative? Because if I do feel those feelings, I am more likely to spread it to other people, to be creative and share it with the world and uplift other people and help them. So why would God not want me to feel that way? Why do I not deserve to feel that way? And that goes for you too. Like, you need to start telling yourself, like, I deserve to feel this way, because it's not just for your benefit, it's for everybody else. But even if it were just for your benefit, why is that a problem? Why is it so bad that you want to feel good? I don't know why we've been taught our entire lives, like, it's bad to want to feel good. It's bad to want to think highly of yourself, to want good things for yourself. It's like everybody's constantly trying to tell you that you shouldn't want to feel good and you're not supposed to, like, life's supposed to be hard. And I'm like, I'm just so sick of the narrative. I'm so sick of it. Like, just because you want to hate yourself and constantly make yourself feel like shit, and even if it's subconscious and you don't realize you're doing it, don't put it on me. I don't want it, and I'm not listening to it. Literally, I'm starting to do these techniques. I don't want to talk about them too much yet because I'm still in the testing period. Like, I'm still like, I want to have evidence before I share it with you guys. But basically, I'm starting to work on my self-concept, and I'm ignoring the 3D. Anything that feels negative or just doesn't align with what I'm trying to manifest, I'm literally not reacting to it anymore, because reacting to it confirms that it's true. And you guys have to understand too that like, I heard this the other day, but your 3D reality is the future of your past mindset. So let's break that down. You know how it takes like a little bit of time to form a new habit? So, like, let's say you wanted to, like, see some changes in your body. You would have to go to the gym for, let's say, like, a few weeks consistently to start to see that toned muscle, okay? The same goes for your mindset. If you have this new mindset that you're implementing, the 3D catches up later, because the mindset, like, catches up, it reflects to you later on. I hope that makes sense. I don't know if another way I could explain it is the way that it was explained to me in this video. But she said that if you're looking in a mirror and you go to apply lipstick on, you're not looking at the reflection to put the lipstick on. You are putting the lipstick on, and the mirror reflects that. So the same goes for your reality. You make the changes. The 3D right now is a reflection of that, but it's like time, it catches up to you. And so the mindsets that you've put in the past are now living out now. So if your reality is shit, it's a past mindset where you believed that you couldn't do something, and you're living it now. So the mindsets that you work on now, know that they are bound to come true and they are going to be beautiful, but they haven't caught up yet, okay? So basically, with that idea in mind, this reality, if I feel like it's a dumping ground, if I feel like it's trash, it's because that's my past mindset, and that mindset doesn't exist anymore. So this reality doesn't matter, because I don't have that mindset anymore. I'm working on a new mindset now, which means my reality is going to be better. It's done. It's just done. It's true. And so anytime I see something that doesn't align with the new mindset that I'm creating for myself, I'm not reacting to it. And this is going to be hard because things trigger you, but I'm going to do my best to turn the other cheek, to distract myself with something that makes me happy until I get back into the mindset of, nope, this doesn't matter. This doesn't matter. And then I'm only going to acknowledge the things that confirm what I'm trying to manifest. And if there's nothing to confirm it, then I'll ignore all of it, and I'll only live in my delusions. Because at this point, like, from what I've been seeing from all these manifestation coaches, that's what you got to do. You literally have to live in delusion 24/7, and it doesn't matter what happens in this reality, because it is literally just a reflection. It is literally a reflection of everything. Your universe is in here. Everything that exists that you see is a perception that you already have. And so if I don't like what I see, I'm disregarding it. Anyways, I know that this was a long tangent. I hope that it made sense. I know that I was just kind of rambling. The more that I learn, the more that I'm going to be able to speak about this stuff in a way that will make more sense. I hope that somebody got something from this today. All I want you guys to know is that you literally have the ability to do anything that you want. You just have to recognize that in yourself. I know that you have skills. I know that you have talents. I know that you're a caring person. I know that you have things about you that are just unlike anybody else, whether it's the way that you speak, whether it's the things that you do. Maybe you draw really good, or maybe you are just really good at complimenting people. Maybe you have a really funny laugh. Like, some people just have a funny fucking laugh. Like my brother, he literally would like throw his head back and cackle, and those were one of the things that like I fucking miss about him. Everybody has these little things about them. They don't have to be big things, but I feel like everybody does have big things. They just don't even like to talk about it. So it's like, you guys need to write a list of all of the things about you that are absolutely perfect and amazing. And if you can't think of anything, like, you need to dig deeper. I'm sorry. I don't care what people have told you about yourself. I don't care about all these things that you think you need to change. Those things will become better the more that you focus on the good. There's no sense focusing on the bad. All it does is make it grow more and fester. Don't you want to grow the things that are good? If you focus on them, they will become more beautiful, stronger, more talented, more amazing. I love you guys so much. If you clicked on this, I'm so grateful for you. I've been getting such nice comments. You guys are amazing. I love you so much. If you like my vibe, make sure you subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!